And we're live. Hey, welcome Boozeketeres, and the rest of you who maybe aren't Boozeketeres yet, but maybe someday you will be. Who knows? It's Tuesday night. It's 8 o'clock. Well, it's 8 o'clock. So it's 9 o'clock where I am currently, but it's 8 o'clock where some of you are currently. We always say Pacific Standard Time because that's what it's always been, and we're not going to break with tradition just because it's an hour later. I'll stay up. Why not? I waited for you guys. If those of you who are here, I waited. Those of you who were there, you already knew. And even then, back then, it was the same hour, so it's always the same time. Beautiful. It's like a science magic thing. But hey, here we are. And what do we do? So, just got back from Moab, had a fantastic time. So saw some of the Boozeketeres out there, and created some mayhem and did it up, and it was good. Halloween came and went. That was a beautiful thing. We actually had a hit and almost run in with some Boozeketeres at a Chinese restaurant on Halloween night. It was spooky thing, I'll tell you. Yeah. But so hey, I know what's on some of you people's minds. Some of you people, the whole election thing going on. People are out there voting, expressing their opinion. They're checking their boxes. They're saying what they want. That's good. That's democracy in action. That's what we're here. That's what we're all here to do, is to say, hey, let's do our thing. So I hope you got out there and voted today. I hope you voted for the candidates of your choice. And you know what? If your guy wins, congratulations. If your guys lose, well, condolences. That's kind of how it works. Sometimes the majority speaks for the minority, and sometimes we got to let everybody else decide what's best for everybody else. Maybe not us. Who knows? We're rebels, though. We're big bottom anarchists, and we're gonna, fight and scratch and scream all night and all that sort of thing. So, So tonight's episode, it's kind of like that, where there's a bunch of stuff. So sometimes you find yourself in a situation. Sometimes you find, maybe, you think, I know what I want, and you go to look and maybe you don't have that. Maybe you're thinking you're going to booze it up. And the truth is, you go to your liquor cabinet and you don't have the things you want. You think, you know what I want? Gin and tonic tonight. No tonic water. What do you got? Gin. Well, that's okay. You can drink gin. Why not? But you're thinking, no, what I really wanted was, a Mai Tai. And it turns out you have no orgeat syrup. What are you going to do? So the thing is, sometimes you got to go in there and see what you do have and see what you can make of it. And, that's the whole thing, is that, it's not always about what's there readily available. Sometimes it's about making use of what there is available and making the best of a situation no matter what it is. And so tonight I come to you with no plan and no recipe, but a whole bunch of booze. Because I went and looked in the liquor cabinet. There were a bunch of things that all seemed unrelated. They all seemed like, who knows what can I do with it? I got just like election night. We got red stuff. We got blue stuff. We got clear stuff. Maybe that's undecided. I don't know. We got a bunch of stuff here. So I thought, I could probably put them all together and make them work towards something great. And that something great would be getting me drunk. Just like you guys. You're here. That's what we're all here to do. We're here to achieve greatness tonight. And we're going to achieve greatness through the sheer weird power, through sheer weird power, and a little bit of improvisation. And that improvisation will lead us to great things eventually, or jail. One or the other. You never know. Which, I have a whole story about that, but I'm not going to tell it. That's right. But I may bend your ear a little bit with some of my own feelings on things and nonsense and business and stuff. But, so what do we should get down to drinking. What do you guys have there? Did you raid your liquor cabinets? You probably didn't know. You probably thought I was going to come to save you, but you know what? Sometimes that doesn't happen. Sometimes I'm not even a cautionary sign. I'm more like one of those sticks on the side of the road that tells the snowplow driver where not to go. That's what I think. That I'm the booze equivalent of the snowplow stick. Just don't go there. That's all I can tell you. Where else you go? Hey, you plow your own way to freedom. We're all our own snowplows here in this booze-filled state. Did you lose something?
Dawn.
I can't help you with that. That's something that I can't help with. But you know what we do have? We got a glass of ice. And that's a beautiful thing to start with, because we all start with a glass of ice at some time in our lives. We were all once an empty glass, but we put ice in it because you know what? Sometimes feel better. It's better to feel buttered toast than to never feel better at all. No, because sometimes you got to fill yourself with ice because it's better than being empty. It's colder than being empty. That doesn't matter. But you know what I'm gonna do? We're gonna take this glass here, and we're gonna put some stuff in here, stuff that I like, stuff that maybe I don't like, stuff that's maybe just around. Why don't we put let's start with an ounce of gold rum. Put that in there. Because gold rum will rarely set you into a place that you don't want to be at. Rare. I say rarely because, if you do it just right, it will. And then Kershwasser, because you know why? Kershwasser, because it's 90 proof. And sometimes a little bit of cherry flavored 90 proof goes a long way towards putting a smile on that upside down frown, which sounds dirty, but it really isn't. And then we got blue curacao. That's a hard one. You know what? I'm going to put not quite a half an ounce in there because it's blue. And this whole thing's going to turn purple before we know it. And you know what? Sometimes purple might be the goal. You never know. Whoa, jeez. So and then we get some Crimpton oil. Crimpton oil is an alcoholic almond-flavored beverage. Goes a long way towards changing the color of things, I'd say. Look at that. It's beautiful. It's like a flag. It's like some kind of weird blue raspberry Slurpee. I'm going to put in a dash of bitters because I feel just a dash bitter tonight. Just a dash. Not entirely bitter because, I don't know the outcome. I don't know what's happening, really. All you can do is do your part and hope for the best, which is why I'm going to put in a quarter ounce of grenadine because it's sweet and it's red. And, why not? I happen to have some in here. But you know what? Then we're going to go with an ounce. I know, so you're like going, you've been putting in a lot of things in there. We're going to go with an ounce of citrus vodka. Because sometimes you just got to up things. You got to go with the clear. You got to put that in there. We already went with the Kirschwasser. Why not? And then guess what this? 151. But you know what? This is the overpowering overproof that's going to lord over us all. So we're going to put that. I think we'll save it for a float. What do you think? I could put it in. I can mix it up. No, I'm going to save it for a float. But you know what we do like? It's kind of a constant. Pineapple juice. So I'm going to put in a splash of that. And then, did I bring it? Oh, there it is. I'll be right back. We're going to go downstairs. Rummed around to the basement a bit. No, I got a nice thing of Coco Lopez, which is basically it's coconut milk, a little bit of sweetener added, because, sometimes we need some milk, and it needs to be sweet. We're going to put that right in there and set the glass over here to stain something. And we're going to give it a good shake. Look at that. It's a lovely purple color. It's like a purple miracle. How did I know? It's almost as if I planned it. And a couple of straws to garnish it. I'm going to garnish with straws tonight. You know why? Because they suck. It tastes like my mouth is screaming. That's lovely. You know what that tastes like? You want to try it? Probably should. That tastes like a blackberry frappe. I know. I don't know why. I just put in a whole bunch of weird stuff, but it's a beautiful thing. And you know what? Sometimes you get enough weird people together, you get a beautiful thing. Just like booze. Get enough weird boozes together, shake them up a little, add some ice, be just a touch bitter. Sometimes, the sweetness comes through. The high-powered booze might join the party later. So it's never too late. And that's the thing, I'll admit, I was out there on the Facebook and there's people saying all kinds of different things about all sorts of different things. People talking about stuff they like, stuff they don't like, stuff that's happening, stuff that's not happening, stuff that may happen, stuff that could have happened or did happen already. And the truth is, we're all here. We're all friends boozing it up on Tuesday night. And political affiliations, I try not to get into it because I have enough trouble with my own political affiliations. I have enough with my own. I'm all over the place inside, and I don't even know where that's coming from half the time. So I do know there is one thing though, one constant, and that is, you know what? It really bothers me when it all gets down to teams, because you know what? It doesn't matter what team you're on. It matters how you play the game, and it matters what sport it is, and it matters what happens at the end. And I really don't care what team you play for, but what I do care is that you're trying to make things better for everyone around you. And that may, that's going to vary. That's the thing. What's better for everyone around you is going to vary by age, by location, by sex, gender, preference, by who you love and who you don't love, all these things, you know. But one thing that is constant is like I said, making things better. Just try to make things better for each other. Stop worrying about which team wins, and just get out there and fight for what you believe is good and right and just. You know, went and saw a movie tonight. Went and saw Bohemian Rhapsody. It's about Queen. And you know, maybe you like Queen, maybe you don't. That's not really the point. As far as a biopic goes, it was a fantastic film. It was emotional. It was powerful. I thought it really conveyed a lot of things very well. The movie itself was very well made. But one of the things, and I'm hoping it's true because it was very nice, is that Freddie Mercury's dad would always tell him, good thoughts, good words, good deeds. You know, and that's the truth of it all, is good thoughts, good words, good deeds. And go out and do those things. You know, like I said, if your guy wins, hey, great. Hopefully your guy's going to do good things. Hopefully your guy's going to make things better for you and those around you. And you know what? If your guy lost, get out there and find out why and find out what it was. Find out maybe, you know, if someone loses, it's because they don't have enough support. And if they don't have enough support, why is that? Maybe it's not the right time. Maybe it's not the right thing. I don't know. But what I do know is that we got to get out there and if we don't like something, work to change it. Don't just gripe about it. Don't get on this Facebook machine. You can gripe about me. That's fine. I don't care. You can get on there and say, man, that Tiki King, he sure can talk about a lot of nonsense for a long time, for like a half an hour every Tuesday night. Just droning on and on. But you know what you can do? You can get out there and start a petition. Let's get rid of Tiki King. You can turn it into a movement, the anti-Tiki King movement. You can make it a law. You can go to your congressman and outlaw cocktails of Tiki King. And if that's what happens, I'll drink alone on Tuesday nights. I'll sit by myself. I'll sip fine beverages. But the truth will be that you've spoken and that you made a difference. And there's, you know, you might be thinking, I could sure help out if we could just stop this program. If that's what you got to do, man, go do it. Because if that's what's best for everybody, I'm not going to stand in the way. But the truth is, it's not best for me. But all I'm doing is drinking booze. Maybe that's good, maybe that's not. But the truth is, you know what? If you think that there needs to be crossing guards, start a petition. Make it a law. If you think that there needs to be, you know, if there's something that's causing people problems, talk to them and say, is this causing you a problem? And they might say yes, they might say no. But you know what? Talk to other people. Just get out there and do stuff. Don't sit back watching the results. And yeah, you know, you voted and that's good. And I'm, you know, what?
Drink it.
To drink it? Oh, keep drinking.
All of it. Drink it.
The whole thing?
Yeah.
Will it make the show better?
Yes.
Okay. I can't drink the whole thing. I'm getting brain freeze. Thing is like a booze, it's like a blackberry booze Slurpee.
You just need a shot. Something else.
Ooh, it's just CJ's talking, isn't it?
No.
No?
That's me.
Oh, that's just you. Should I not talk about these things? Producer Maggie's like, you're losing the audience. We're down like 80%.
Everyone says drink it. Everyone.
Drink it? The whole thing?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. This is my third one, by the way. I practiced improvising earlier. This is not the same drink that I made before. I've made 3 different drinks now. Where was I? That's right, you guys. You got to get out there and figure out what you believe in and make that happen. Because, you know, we can all talk about it, you know, complain about it, but go out there and find out what the truth is and research it, and research both sides. That's something that we were talking about earlier, is that, you know, everybody wants their guy to win and they'll say whatever it takes to make that happen, but don't buy into it. Find out the truth for yourself. When you see some bill introduced, don't read just your team's stuff. Read the other stuff, because maybe it's all bullshit, but you might find out that there's a different perspective. Maybe where this, you know, find out where it's coming from. Make decisions not based necessarily on party but based on what's best for everyone, because we've been running this country for so long on winning, on just winning, that we've lost track on what it is that we're winning. And I think that, I mean, I may be naive, and I probably am, and I might be a little drunk, but I kind of think that if we would stop worrying about who's in control and start thinking about what they're in control of, you know, because there's evil bastards on both sides. Less evil bastards on my side, I have to say. But, you know, but they're out there. But no, the truth of the matter is, you know, do your research, guys. It's the same with, you know, people who post stuff on Facebook that someone posted it saying, oh, guess what? Martians landed, they're eating cats. And then pretty soon no one will let their cats outside, and then they got poop in their house. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't help anyone. It just hurts everyone. Find out, are there Martians? You can go look. Go outside. Do you see Martians? I don't. So I let my cat out. That's the thing. Find out what the truth is. It's out there. And a lot of people are going to try and tell you what things mean. But you know, you may be set on an idea, and that's fine. But doing research only is going to strengthen it or make you question it. And questioning your own ideals is what makes you smarter. That's the whole thing. Is that you can just go ahead and blindly pass on anything that you're handed, and you can go ahead and just blindly act on anything that you're handed. But I think that that's what you think the other guys are doing, and if that's what they're doing, that's wrong too. So what I'm saying is let's all stop doing that. Let's make good drinks. Let's make good choices. Let's get out there and make good changes, for God's sake. Let's stop talking about who's on what team and what color their flags are and what bullshit the man is trying to make us drink. Let's make our own drinks. Let's find out what's good and what's bad. And you know what? Someone's going to say, no, this is the best drink ever, and it's going to be crap. But find out. Don't say, hey, I heard what the best drink ever is, and just pass it on because it has a cool name. Find out. That's the thing. Find out what you're drinking before you drink it. You know, I have been accused many times of drinking the Kool-Aid. And I'm like, yeah, but you know what? Some of the Kool-Aid's pretty good. Because maybe it jives with what I'm thinking. And maybe it jives with what you're thinking. Maybe it doesn't, though. That's the whole thing. Kool-Aid itself ain't the problem. It's Jim Jones making you drink poison because he tells you some line about how you're all going to fly up to heaven. Maybe they did. I can't tell you. But here's the thing. Not everybody needed to go that way. Not everybody needs to go anyway. People need to go their own way. But they need to go their own way knowing what direction that is. And the only way we can do that is by finding out the truth. And what I'm saying is I want to stand for truth from now on. I want to form the Truth Party. And the Truth Party, all you need to do to join is question things just enough to find out what's out there. And, you know, read those bills. Don't just vote on them. You know, there's been times that a bill might be called something that sounds pretty favorable. Maybe it is, maybe it's not, but you're not going to know just by what it's called. And you're not going to know just by who's talking about it. And you're not going to know just by who's paying for it. What you need to do is read the words. Find out what things are about. And here's one thing that not everybody knows. If you don't know, if there's a bill that's coming out and you don't know, voting no means that you're going to stay where you're at. Don't be scared into voting yes. Don't be scared into voting no. But it's better sometimes, if you don't know, vote no. Because you might otherwise pass a law that's not good for you or anyone else just because you didn't know what it was all about. So that's my political rant for tonight. And you know, I might watch the results. I might just keep drinking. Hard to say. But what I do know is that I have a website. It's called tikiking.com. And I have another one called tikiking.info. And you should go to both of them. And you should see which one's better for yourselves. You should vote. Info. Find out which one's better. Which one you want to be loyal to. It can only be one. No, it can be both. And that's the beauty of it. They're both different, but they both got stuff that they offer. One might not be offering stuff that you want, so don't go to that one. Go to the other one. You can decide. That's the thing. That's the beauty of it. You know, knowledge makes us all stronger. And the truth can be, you know, facts are not subjective, but the truth can be subjective because the truth really depends on what you believe. Except for math and temperatures and stuff, because a 400-degree oven is not cool, ever. But, you know, people always say never discuss religion or politics, and to some extent that can be true. But I think that one of the things that's been going on too long is people aren't discussing politics enough. And when I say discussing politics, I'm not talking about who should win and who shouldn't win. I'm not talking about teams of red states or blue states. What I'm talking about is ideas. What I'm talking about is what ideas should win. And what I'm talking about is when you have a situation, how do you make the best of it? How do you take what you have and make it into something delicious? Huh? What you do is by accepting what it is that you've got to work with and figuring out the best way that you can make that towards something that you want. And if you can't, start over again and figure it out. Because that's the thing, because we're all in here. I'd like to think, again, I'm probably naive, but I like to think that all of us, all you guys, you Boozeketeres, I like to think that we're all friends and that we all really just want to have a good time. And part of having a good time is making sure that all of us are safe and all of us are treated well and that nobody is inadvertently shunned or imposed upon just for the way they think or the way they look or the way they feel or who they choose to love or who they choose not to love. All those things, what kind of foods you want to eat, all the freedoms that we should have. It's become, I've been alive for some odd years, and I've seen a lot of things come and go. I've seen a lot of things that were considered freedoms at one time that aren't so much anymore. I've seen a lot of things change for maybe the best end of humanity and maybe not. But the truth is, you can just let someone else decide for you, or you can find out and get involved and read up on it. And who your team is only important if your team is going to make things better for you and your family and your friends and your neighbors and all the people around you. Because here's one thing that I've learned in my life is that karma is a real thing, but it doesn't work like most people think it does. The true fact about karma is that if you do something good will happen. And that's a fact. So get out there and do good things, because the more good things you do, the more good things happen. And let's stop talking about colors of red and blue and Republican and Democrat and start doing things to make it better for everybody. Because that's one thing that you know for a certain fact is that if you do something nice happens. And I think I'm probably going to leave it there, because otherwise I'm going to rant myself into some kind of weird digression in which I would have to time travel to get back to the beginning of the show and decide to make more zombies. So there you go, Boozeketeres. This has been Tuesday night Cocktales with Tiki King, a special election rant. I don't know how many people we lost. Certainly probably won't gain anybody. But what I do want to say is, hey, thanks for listening to me. I'm 3 drinks to the wind tonight already. And that's, by my figuring, about 12 ounces of alcohol, and I shouldn't even actually be standing here, which is why I'm not. I'm also not wearing pants. So good night, Boozeketeres.